Have you ever heard of wildlife trafficking? I have never heard of that. I've heard of human, I've heard of organ, I've heard of uh, child trafficking, but I've never heard of wildlife trafficking. But anyhow, though, this is a story that actually shocked me to my core. Now, men traveling to Kenya, they traveled to Kenya and they were trying to smuggle 5,000 exotic ants. Now, one ant is about $130 and they have 5,000 of them. If they were to be successful at selling all 5,000, they would have made 650,000 US dollars. But unfortunately, they have been accused, and now they're going to be facing some series of charges if they were found guilty, right? But when the men were questioned, they said they didn't know anything about it being exotic. They didn't know that the ants is illegal, rather. They were just catching the ants for fun. But what are your thoughts on this? So have you ever heard of wildlife trafficking? Do you think these men should be let go because it's just ants? It's just an ant, so why are we making a big deal out of ants, right? But what are your thoughts on this? When she hears my name, stories like this always makes me laugh. I'm a visual storyteller who happens to be visually impaired, and I still love covering African stories.